Have you ever wished you could just describe what you need to a team of developers and poof, they just start building it? Well, what if that team was made of AI? Today we're taking a look at CopadoVibe, a platform that promises to do exactly that. Let's dive in and see how this all works.
I want you to really think about this for a second. You have a complex idea for a piece of software, but instead of writing a mountain of specs and managing a whole team, you just type one sentence. And just like that, a complete development team with all the right specialists is assembled and ready to go. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, maybe not anymore. This is the new reality that CopadoVibe is building.
Okay, so how in the world do we get from just one sentence to a fully working AI team? We're going to break it all down. First up, we'll meet our new AI crew. Then we'll get into the core building blocks that make it all tick. After that, you'll see the magic moment where a team is assembled instantly. We'll cover how to get set up. And finally, we'll explore how you can build, share, and automate the whole thing.
All right, you ready to meet your new AI colleagues? You know, the absolute key to wrapping your head around CopadoVibe is to stop thinking of it as just a tool and start thinking of it as a factory for building your own personal dream development team. And yeah, this team is completely powered by AI. This one idea is going to unlock everything for us.
Think about it. Any good human team has specialists, right? You've got your developers, your managers, your testers. They have tools, they work in squads. CopadoVibe mirrors that exact same structure, but it does it with AI. And this isn't just some clever analogy, it's literally how it's designed. This is all about giving you a powerful, on-demand AI workforce to work alongside you.
So where do these AI specialists even come from? Well, you build them. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. It all comes down to just 3 simple building blocks. We're going to start with the smallest piece of the puzzle and see how it all scales up to create a really powerful collaborative team.
Okay, at the very heart of all this is something called an action. It's the simplest, most basic unit you can have. Think of it like a single verb or one specific skill. It's the hammer in the toolbox. It's the save file command. It is one specific, well-defined task that your AI knows how to do. That's it.
So to make this a little more real, check out these examples. Create Copado sprints, list Copado sprints, update Copado features. See how specific and granular they are? This isn't some vague command like manage my sprints. No, it's the individual, tiny actions that make up that bigger task. And that level of detail is exactly what gives you that fine-tuned control over your AI team.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. We take those simple actions, those little skills, and we give them to an agent. An agent isn't just a random bag of skills, it's a specialist with a real role. This is your AI developer. This is your AI release manager. You get to define their entire job just by giving them the right tools, the right actions.
And you can literally create an agent for almost anything you can think of. Need to get your schedule under control? You can build a Google Calendar assistant. Need to pull data from your sales system? Boom, a Salesforce agent is exactly what you need. Each one is a hyper-focused expert that does one thing really, really well.
But what happens when you have a project that's way too big for just one specialist? That, my friends, is where the agent team comes in. This is basically the magic of collaboration, but for AI. You bring together your different agents, each with their own unique skills, and you form a kind of super squad to go after those really big, complex goals.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This quote from the folks who built it sums it up perfectly. Quote, "A team is a grouping of agents, and each agent has a skill. The release manager would have the ability to deploy. The developer would have the ability to write code. It's really that simple and that powerful."
So let's just do a quick recap here. You start with actions. Those are the basic skills, the tools. You give those skills to agents. Those are your specialists. And then you bring your agents together to form an agent team. That's your project squad. This simple hierarchy is what lets you build pretty much any AI team you can dream up.
All right, so you've seen the building blocks, you've seen the pieces, but what if you didn't have to assemble them yourself? What if you could just ask for a team? This is where CopadoVibes gets, well, truly magical. I know this sounds a little too good to be true, but it really is this simple. You just type what you want in plain English. The AI listens, it understands what you're trying to do, and then it just builds. In seconds, a fully formed AI team with all the right specialists and skills is ready and waiting to work for you. Let's look at a real example. A user types this:
Create a finance agent that gets opportunities from Salesforce and makes sure that the amount is greater than 100,000. That's it. No code, no complicated commands, just a simple, clear instruction. This is the power of natural language.
And what happens next is just incredible. That one sentence kicks off this whole chain reaction of creation. CopadoVibe doesn't just respond. It architects, it assembles, it literally builds an entire, functioning, multi-agent system from scratch in the blink of an eye.
And here it is. This is the result of that one little sentence. A brand new finance team just appears. 5 specialized agents, each with a specific job, are automatically generated. All of them have their own instructions already written out, and the whole team is just ready to go.
You know, when people see this for the first time, the reaction is pretty much universal. It's usually something along the lines of, wow, that is really slick. And it's not hard to see why, right? The sheer amount of complexity that's just handled for you by that single sentence is kind of mind-boggling. Okay, so the magic is real. You're sold. But how do you actually get started with this thing? It's actually really straightforward. Let's talk about the practical side of things for a minute. Setting up your connections and making sure everything is nice and secure. Security is obviously super important, and CopadoVibe has a really clever way of handling it. Think of your main login as the master key to your entire building. You wouldn't just hand that over to an assistant, right? Of course not. Instead, you create an integration, which is kind of like a special, limited access keycard for your AI. It can get into the rooms it needs to do its job and only those rooms, without ever having access to anything sensitive. It's smart, it's simple, and it's secure.
So you've built your first AI team. Awesome. What's next? This is where the vision for CopadoVibe gets really big. It's not just about what you can build on your own. It's about what we can all build together. It's about creating an entire ecosystem of shared AI assets.
I want you to imagine a world where you don't have to build every single thing from scratch. That's the whole idea behind the CopadoVibe ecosystem. You can share your best creations, your teams, agents, and actions in a central marketplace for others to use. You can put your repetitive tasks on autopilot with scheduled jobs. It creates this amazing cycle of creation and collaboration where everybody benefits. And this isn't just some far-off idea. It's the core vision here. The goal is to create a common marketplace, a vibrant ecosystem where everyone, the company and the users, can contribute and benefit from each other's work. This is really about democratizing AI development and speeding up innovation for everyone involved.
We've covered a ton of ground today. We've seen how you can build a powerful custom AI development team with something as simple as a single sentence. The tools are here. The platform is ready. The only thing missing now is your imagination. So I'll leave you with this one question. Your AI crew is waiting. What are you going to build first?